If your baby is over the age of 12 weeks and you are thinking about moving out of the swaddle, or if your baby is 3 or 4 months old and has shown any signs of rolling, then this video is for you. And if you are considering using the Merlin Sleepsuit, this video is definitely for you because I'm going to tell you exactly why you don't want to use it and what to use instead. So hi, my name is Jency Casey. I am a certified pediatric sleep consultant, mom of 3, and a certified postpartum doula that is here to bring all of the sleep science paired with real life strategies to get your family the sleep that you need and deserve. So today we're going to talk about 3 alternatives to the Magic Merlin Sleepsuit. It is not my favorite thing. If you have watched any of my previous videos, I have 2 other videos on the Magic Merlin. If you have watched those, then you will know how strongly I feel about it and why it is not the best option. But I can't leave you hanging and not give you anything else to use by just saying, this isn't great, don't use it. I need to also give you the information to know what is the best alternative. One of my favorites, if you are moving out of the swaddle, you can still use your swaddle, but adapted. If you have any of the pod swaddles, especially from SwaddleMe, oftentimes they come with the ability to adjust them to make them arms free. So if your child is swaddled and under the age of 12 weeks, then you would just have this Velcroed up here. Once they're old enough and you're moving them out of the swaddle, you can just undo this Velcro so it makes an arms-free swaddle. As much as you can use what you already have and not feel like you have to go out and purchase the new and the latest and the greatest and the best thing, that is going to be what is going to work best for you. I do not want you to feel like you have to have this one particular special sleep sack and give you all of the magic for your child to be able to sleep. We want them to be able to sleep in something that is as boring as possible. So if it gets spit up on, blown out in, forget it at home if you're traveling, you can easily find something to replace it. So any of the swaddles that you have, if you have a pod swaddle you can adjust. If your child is younger than 12 weeks and they're outgrowing their current swaddle, grab something like this that is adjustable. So when they are ready to make that transition, you can easily do it without having to purchase anything new. This style is the traditional pod swaddle, but you can also do the same with the wrap swaddle. This one is from Halo, so it comes just as a traditional wrap swaddle, but you can just choose not to wrap it around their arms to keep their arms free and just wrap it around their belly, so it still is an arms out swaddle. They also have this that just comes in this traditional sleep sack without the wraparound. So this would be a great alternative to the Merlin Sleepsuit. It's soft, it's cotton, it's so easy to use. You zip it up, you zip it down, you can toss it in the wash. They come in a 2-pack. Anything like that that is boring and simple is the best thing. This just traditional hands-free sleep sack is your best option. Lastly, as your child is growing, or if they are showing that they're not loving having their legs together, they do have from SwaddleMe another variation. It has legs in it. So as your child is getting a little bit older, if you've had them in the Merlin for a while and you're needing to transition out because they're becoming too big for it, you can do a sleep sack like this that has the legs so they're able to move their legs a little bit and have a little bit more freedom, but it's still going to keep them pretty close together so they're not able to swing a leg over the crib if and when they're ready to leave the crib. But we want to be moving them into something like this as soon as possible. Again, something that is light and easy and breezy, something that is not super expensive, that comes in a 2-pack is really going to be your best option. So you can have multiple of them and your child is going to sleep well no matter what. If you only have one special sleep sack that was super expensive, top of the line, then if anything happens to that one, your sleep is going to suffer. And that is the last thing we want. We want your child to have the internal sleep skills to be able to sleep well, and it's not dependent on anything else, on anyone else, in order for them to be able to sleep well. If that is not the case and you feel like your child is super dependent on the Merlin or anything else in order to be able to get to sleep, I want you to go to my pinned video that's going to explain how to start getting your child to fall asleep independently. Typically, the biggest thing that's holding parents back is the crying. That video addresses crying, and it teaches us about how that crying is actually helpful for our children and how they can decipher those cries to be able to give them the best support possible while not doing all the work for them, so they can really understand and internalize those sleep skills that they're learning to be able to be amazing independent sleepers for weeks and months and years to come. So go over to that video and I will see you there.